hurry to your calls now because I've got to actually get to the audio and video of the treason, of the foreign coup in front of everyone. And then all this other news I haven't even gotten to yet. But finishing up with Mike in New York, his U.S. Army. I understand you bringing up Ron Paul, but shifting into what we're discussing here, what do you think of the president, the SecDef, all of them saying, not just that the president is a dictator, basically, but that he takes his orders from foreign powers? What's your view on that?
I think it's a shame. I think it's terrible. He's not really our president because you're supposed to uphold the Constitution. That's your job. Your job is not to work for the UN or NATO or anybody else or J.P. Morgan or the Rothschilds or anybody else. Your job is to uphold and defend the Constitution.
That's right. That's right. And we're so trained to think of a foreign power, some dictator like Mussolini that we're fighting. It's banks. It's these mega corporations that God bless you. I appreciate your call. We have got to tell Congress. In fact, this is my message that I'm going to give them today. I'm going to call them myself today. Not that it's superpower that I call them. It's just that I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk. When I call them, I'm going to say, listen, this is treason. It's a foreign coup, openly announced. It's illegal. And anybody that doesn't sign on to the bill to start the impeachment process is aiding and abetting. If somebody robs a bank and they're coming along through your farm and you say, hey, come on in here, stay with me, just give me some of the money, you're now just as guilty of aiding and abetting as the guy that robbed the bank. You are guilty. So you better choose what side you're on. This isn't going to go like Germany where the authoritarians win. Let me tell you something. We're going to stomp the New World Order. They're going to go a lot further before it implodes, but we're going to beat them. All right, who's been holding the longest next? Let's go to Jay, and then Dustin, and then John, and then Joshua, and then that'll be it for calls from the military. We've got a major calling in, a captain, but I'm going to go to the folks in order here real fast. Let's go to Private Jay, National Guard from Texas. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex, how's it going?
Man, I tell you, I'm just like the Colonel earlier. I literally could hardly talk this morning. I have a huge headache, and I'm having to argue with my wife about not leaving the United States. I mean, I'm freaked out. We're in trouble, okay? We're in trouble.
After watching that video, I got so upset I was shaking. I was looking at that, just thinking, okay, so what's the next step? UN's going to start appointing our president? How far are we going to go? Every one of these, the president, Congress, everybody takes their oath to the Constitution. Some people don't even know what our Constitution entails. I don't know, it makes me so upset sometimes that people just don't understand what our country was founded on. I do not understand why Congress is even just sitting there not doing a dang thing.
Well, because they're insider trading. They're playing golf. They're having fun. But I think they're starting to get, though, that, we're going to lose our power, too? Yeah, you can't just rubber stamp and hand it over to the National Security Council that's all a bunch of avowed globalists and then not expect to totally be turned into a rubber stamp. And then they're not even a rubber stamp. They're told, you have no bearing on us. And not only is the president a dictator, he is a minion of these foreign consortiums.
So how far is it going to take it? Are they going to go ahead and just go, all right, UN, president takes the orders from the UN, Congress is no longer...
80+% of the laws in the UK are now made by the EU bureaucracy, and the countries in the EU make note of the laws. They have no control, and they publicly admit there's no more European countries. They've been absorbed through the design collapse of the EU. Are you going to spread the word to your associates in the military, sir?
Roger that. I go ahead and I do what I can when I can. I go ahead and go over what an unlawful order is to people that are above me. I even talk to majors, lieutenant colonels, and things like that, just to go ahead and explain to them sometimes what's going on. Some of them will be like, DOD isn't that much concerned with it. They won't take it that far. They won't do this with it. just blatant kind of...
Oh, the president wants the power to secretly arrest citizens and put bags over their heads and kill them, but he just wants it. He's not going to use it. Oh, billions for 30,000 drones over the U.S. Oh, yeah, they're on the news saying they want to put lithium in the water, but it's not going to go that far. Yeah, they're announcing world government, but it's not going to go that far. Yeah, they're training for gun confiscation, but it's not going to go that far. Oh, they're never going to pass socialist health care. Oh, they're never going to. Oh, they're... Exactly. God bless you. All right, long segment coming up, and I'm going right to John, who's a captain, and Joshua, who is a major, and then Dustin. I got more military calling in, but that's probably all I can get to because, see, this show isn't an act, folks. I really am concerned. I mean, this is all real. I've warned about all this coming because I read globalist documents years ago, and now it's here. It's here, and I realize they don't want to just get rid of the Bill of Rights because they just want to get rid of it. They want to enslave us. They're going to... Do you understand that?
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.